Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing, crypto? We here live. We finna do it live, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, another day in paradise.
By the way, next week, it's official. It's gonna be you and I will be taking on Michael K and Sean from Red, White, and Bills. Hopefully, Miami Dolphins team could beat a Buffalo team. At least let us win and pick them for God's sake.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I guess the week after that is the Thanksgiving our second annual Thanksgiving special where we do a live pick 'em. So
Hmm.
yeah, man, I'm gonna have me some. I'll probably have me some spiked eggnog.
You said some spiked eggnog.
Yeah, I might have some Evan Williams.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, man.
Good. You gonna get no Southern Comfort
Southern Comfort.
or
No,
Wild
I
Turkey?
already got Southern. I'm from
Wild
Florida,
Turkey
so
eggnog.
being from Florida is all the Southern Comfort I need.
Oh, okay. That's
Shout
cool.
out to John Featherland. What's up, everyone? What's up, John Featherland? How you doing, man? So you're gonna get you're gonna drink how was it? Did you try some of the Southern Comfort eggnog? Also, I don't think I've
No,
seen
I
that.
get some all the time.
Yeah.
I get all the time. That's not my first time trying it, having it.
How
I
is
have
it?
I have it before. It's it's non-alcoholic. They have both, the alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
Oh shit, really? Hey, damn.
Yeah,
Are you getting the
they
virgin
got both.
eggnog?
It's just a brand. It's just a brand.
Okay, okay.
The ones you get in the liquor stores are the ones that's pre-mixed. This one was at the grocery store.
And I never, like I said, I've never seen it down here. That's why.
Hmm. Yeah, you
That's what
get
you learn something
either
new every day.
you get the ones that's in the grocery store brand or the liquor store brand. But the name, they still own the company still make both.
Oh shit. Well, when we come back, man, we'll get started with the pickums. So don't go
Yep,
nowhere now.
for sure.
Yeah, baby.
Oh yeah,
It is
for sure.
week 10, man. 10 weeks of the NFL have passed us by. Um
So we passed the midway point.
yeah.
Yep.
And of course,
This is the stretch run.
we
This is the weekend that, well, actually, last year in December, I did a deja vu show. Hence, does deja vu come earlier this year?
as far as what
Given,
the
given that we've played the Raiders in the same week a year ago, exactly 365 days ago.
Yep.
This is the same matchup. So, will we have where we were the opposite record of what we are now, and the Raiders was not quite opposite record of what they were at this point last year, but we was
Yeah.
able to eke out a 7-point win. So if the opposite happened, that would be forecasting a loss. But hopefully we can avoid the opposite from happening, since the teams actually have opposite records and opposite points of where they are in the season. Because we was about to be 7-3 going into this week. We
Yeah.
could be going to 3-7 if we lose, given that we're playing the exact same team in the same week of the season. It's crazy, ain't it? Crazy omen, quite ominous.
Yeah. But
That's crazy.
yeah.
Antonio Pierce was in his second game coaching.
Yeah, he was on a, but no, I think he was on a two-game winning streak. And I think he's only won 2 games this year.
Right. So there's a correlation between the number two.
Mm-hmm.
If he was going into our game winning his second straight, because I guess
Yeah.
he had beat the Jets and beat the Giants before, beat two New York teams back to back, if I recall. He won in MetLife both times, I think, if I remember, which was quite odd. Going back to back games in the same building. And yeah. And then he had to go on the road against us. But we had the opposite record, right?
Sheem Arby, right? What's up, Scrappy? What's going on, Scrappy? Uh, he lost the locker room. You think he lost the locker room?
No, no,
No.
he didn't. He got a different roster, sort of a different roster makeup they had to deal with. I mean, I guess you could say technically he lost the locker room because he lost a great amount of players as far as the shakeup in players.
Mm.
He lost players, but
Well,
yeah, as
he
far as
also he has he has a temporary offensive coordinator, and well, we'll talk. I tell you what, we'll talk about that when we get to that game.
yeah,
Um, as always,
some interesting symbology surrounding that game.
we'll talk about it when we get there. Which
Yep.
so um
Oh yeah.
looks like the
Yeah,
first game
we can go over it then.
is going to be the right out the gate. By the way, who did we had it was the Eagles beat the Commanders, which I probably would have picked the Commanders anyway. So
I
I
picked the
lost that
Eagles on
game,
my pick'ems.
26-28.
Yeah, I
No,
picked my
18.
command. I picked the Eagles on that to win that game
Okay, so
on the pick'ems on the Yahoo Fantasy
yeah,
pick'ems.
so right now we have the W Energy, which goddamn I need some right now. W Energy game. You just add a little
Okay.
scoop to your water. Boom. You got focus, no jitters, and you're drinking water. So with that being said, man, it's the 7-3 Ravens going to Pittsburgh. Baltimore is given 3 points, total of 48 points and a half. Pittsburgh plus 150. Um, I'll let you go first, Crypto. Who you got?
I would pick the Steelers, but it's hard for me to believe that the Steelers will beat them 3 times in a row. I can to this being, even though it's over the course of 2 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
but Normally, you don't beat a team 3 times in the same season, but
Hmm.
since this is the third game within a 18 week or 18 game period, it
Yeah.
will qualify as in the same, stretch of games. That's why I'm picking the Ravens to break that streak of 2 games in a row against them.
Scrappy, W gives you an extra hour in the bedroom too. Great product.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
I never, I never would tested that. Well, I haven't had any yet, so I can't say.
By the way, let me. Hey, when you what you call it? There's a code. There's a code that you got to do. You get a if you order a one, you get a free tub. Where we could get a free tub. So I'll tell you offline.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but
Oh,
you know, I tell you what, Pittsburgh was they beat the Browns 3 times in a row. So if anybody could beat a team 3 times in a row, it's the Steelers. I think they're on fire right now. If the I
I
mean,
mean, yeah, they
I
beat
think the
them
only
over the
way
course of the.
I think the Ravens could do it if
Yeah.
but they gotta do it through the air. I don't think they're gonna be able to do it through the running game. So I got the Steelers on this one.
All
What
right.
were you saying?
Hmm. Okay. Well, the Ravens do got a formidable running game, but they got a two-headed monster or three-headed monster if you add Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and actually has been winning most of his games through there.
And what's crazy is that the AFC North, those are I think those are probably like Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin are probably like the longest tenured coaches in the NFL.
Yeah, combined together, what 30 plus, almost 40 years between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Going on 40 years combined between Tomlin and coaching. So yeah, long tenure guys now. They're the veterans of the league now. They're
For one
the
team, you
what do you
know.
call blue chips? They're the
Mm-hmm.
blue chip coaches that's left. Outside of them and Andy Reid, that's it. It's just those three. That's pretty much the longest tenured ones. Andy's coaching more than 15 plus years, and then you got, and that's combined. If you add his Philly record, he's over 20.
All right, Scrappy.
That's,
Peace out, man. Appreciate you for coming through and hitting the like
all
button.
right.
Hit the like
Appreciate it,
button,
Scrappy.
everybody.
Appreciate it, Scrappy.
All right, here's a game that we really don't need to talk too much about. Jacksonville is going to Detroit. Detroit is
Mm.
is
I would
given.
pick an upset special here. I'm
I
not
tell you
gonna do
what,
it
if you
this week.
do, man, listen. Detroit is given 14 points,
Yeah,
right?
given that large spread.
46 points.
Yeah.
I think Detroit's going to get all of those 46 points, and Jacksonville is plus 550.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
if you
Mm.
bet
You win a lot of money if you win that bet.
yeah.
$5 bet will get you about 100. Mm. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go on my DraftKings or FanDuel and bet Jacksonville money line
Why not?
just so I can
Just five,
just
yeah.
so I can get a good payout.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put
So
$10
you can
on
put
it
like
straight up.
put a 500,000.
No, I probably can win 500,000 by betting low amount. I only had to put that much because the odds and the spread is so big.
Yeah, 14 points.
Yeah, I'll go money line Jacksonville straight up. They don't cover, so even if they lose by 13, I still win the bet.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, man. But
I'm gonna go with that one. Well, I'm gonna pick Detroit for my pick'ems and I'm a fantasy.
yeah,
But I'm gonna
because
go privately behind closed doors and bet the other direction because I'm trying to win some money.
yeah, man. Listen, who knows? You know, I could see the possibility of them playing down their opponent. So
Right, and Lawrence, he's like, but I have one of those days. He can have an out of body experience. A rookie can have good. ETN can have big game. Who knows? Josh Allen can have 4 or 5 sacks. They could force what's his name into more mistakes, and this time make him pay for it. You know,
By the way,
something that Houston do, make them pay for their mistakes.
we are not financial advisors. Please gamble responsibly.
Right? Yeah. Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
Um, the
But
next
my
game,
Yahoo, I picked.
the Patriots are getting our sloppy seconds and playing the Rams are going to New England this time.
I did do that.
Rams are, excuse me, given 4.5 points, 43 and a
Now
half total. New England plus
I'm
180.
comfortable with that one. That's why I did pick an upset special in this game. I picked the Patriots.
The Patriots.
Hmm. Yep.
Yeah,
Drake
they're
May
trying to
gets
get back
4
in the race, huh?
touchdowns.
You think they're trying to get back in the race?
Oh yeah, their odds increased to about 6% that will win.
Yeah, man. Like that song says, that's life. He goes, you just pick yourself up and get back in the race.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Oh,
This is
and
my upset special of the week. New England gets a home win and gets the crowd back into giving them false hope so they can get that wide receiver out of Colorado.
when I didn't give you false hope.
Yep. So the Patriots fans are about to experience what we went through last weekend. We're giving us the false sense of security. Well, the Patriots fans, well, can we do it? Can we make a run? We're only 2 games out of the 7th seed. They're gonna play those mental gymnastic games for a week. That's why I say the Patriots gonna win. There you go.
Oh man, we got 34 people with insomnia, including Color, who's in the back.
Yep.
By the way, next game is the Browns 2-7 taking on the Saints 3-7. Saints are no,
I
Cleveland is
picked the
given
Saints.
1.5 point.
Mhm.
44 total, and New England with plus 105.
You
I
said New
think
England. You said the Saints. Which game you talking about?
the Saints
You
and the
said New.
Browns. Cleveland at
And
the Saints. What's up, Color?
okay. Oh, what's
What's
going
up,
on?
gentlemen? What y'all doing up so late?
What's going on?
Yeah, you know.
Solving people's insomnia.
Yeah, me too. I gotta
Gotta do it.
get up early for tomorrow, and I can't go to sleep. So
Yeah, man.
Again,
I thought
solving
I'd
it.
pop in and at least maybe give you guys the mathematical perspective on your pick'ems. I watch Cynthia Freeland every week now and get her picks because she's the leading mathematician in the football world. She actually has
Yeah, I
the
think the NFL public got the things with the rankings and got the if you lose, what's your percentage? Or if you win, what's your percentage of making the playoffs?
mhm,
Even for all the teams, even the ones that haven't been eliminated.
right. Yeah,
Like what is your probability?
she basically is like makes all her picks and everything she does, all her takes is strictly like math alone. Like she has a little coffee mug behind her that says I heart math. Like she's a nerd, you know what I mean? So I figure like I kind of use like a couple point system where I like say, okay, a little bit of feeling, a little bit of game script, and then a little bit of math. And she's the one I go to for the mathematics because she does everything. All her stuff is strictly based on her simulations and models and all that stuff. She actually has the Browns, the same as Vegas. She has the Browns winning this one by 1. Oddly enough.
Yeah. I'm picked against the Saints for the last few weeks. No. Yeah, I think the Browns defense good enough to slow them down. Just enough to slow them down.
Why do I have?
Now the Saints do got some offense that can freaking have one of them, 50-point games where they score 20-some points in a quarter like they did against the Bucks a couple of weeks back. They can have one of those type of out of body games, 'cause they do got weapons. So
Yeah.
it's just I don't know which version of them gonna show up with Kamara. It's a little
Yeah,
tricky.
I think Darren Rizzi got lucky last time against the. I think they. He beat. They got their first win against Atlanta, and I think. I think the streak continues. I'm picking on the Saints on this one.
Okay.
She
I picked the Browns. I think I picked the Browns. I know it might bite me. I picked the Browns this week.
Yeah, she also has Kamara over 38.5 receiving yards. So he has him to factor in.
He says Jafago, what's going on, Jafago? Haven't seen you here, but welcome to the show. He says he feels like Kamara's gonna have a field day.
Yep. Well, Cynthia's math agrees with you. 38.5 receiving yards.
Japazo. I'm trying to see if that's Jafago.
Jafango, yeah, he's kind of been around.
Oh, okay. I thought that was my friend coming in as another name. I told him to stop by.
Oh, he could be. I'm just saying he's been around a little bit for about a month or so.
Oh, and that wasn't him.
All right. Next game we have the 4-6 Colts taking on the 3-7 Jets. It's in New York. Jets are given 4 points, 43 total. Indy is plus 170.
Let's see.
Hey, by the way, speaking of math, look at this color. The Jacksonville Jaguars against the Lions are given 14 points, and the Jacksonville Jaguars is plus 550. So if you win, that's a nice little.
Wow. Yeah. She has Detroit winning that one 28-16.
Yeah.
And where are you guys?
I'm gonna put tomorrow. I'm gonna bet $5 on the Jags because.
Yeah.
Which one?
That's
Which
a huge
one you on now?
You can't pass that up. Which game you got?
Yeah, which one you on now?
Right now, I'm on the Colts taking on the Jets.
Colts and Jets.
That's the road game for them, right?
On this one,
she's got the Jets 22-19. So she picks 14 games, and then she also tells you where they rank on her confidence level, right? So she has the Jets winning 22-19, and it's the eighth most confident on her list. So that's her confidence ranking is 8th out of the 14 games.
Right.
Her number one confidence rating, Shake, speaking of that Jags bet you were talking about, her number one confidence ranking is Detroit beating the Jags 28-16. So what I usually do, since she roughly goes about 10 or 11, like 11-4, 10-4, roughly each week, I go through and I listen to her whole show. I jot down all the notes. I jot down her picks with her confidence rankings, and then I pick like her top 8 or top 9 confidence rankings and put them on a parlay. You know what I mean, for the spread. And I just add a couple points to her spread. And then that's
who do you have crypto?
I try to do recent history if I can, if they got anything between them, but Jets have been a little successful, but I think I got the Colts in a close one. On this one, I picked the Colts for the win out of close one.
Now, of course,
I think
we do need the Jets to win this game to benefit us. It's not the end of the world if they don't, but if the Colts win, but we do need the Colts to lose.
But I got the Jets winning.
Well, I think it's lose for between them because even if the Jets win, they still get their 4th or 5th win.
No, they only got 2. Jets only got 2.
No, they got 3. They're 3-7.
No, they got 3.
That's
what I'm saying. That puts them at a tie.
Yeah, I can see you there. I could see you halfway there.
So it's a lose-lose situation. Almost.
Well, actually, not really because we got to play them.
We get to play them twice.
That's what I'm saying. That we can't afford to lose to them. That's what I'm saying.
Remember, Crypto. All of my stuff is based on that we ain't losing. So you know what I mean. Like we're going to take care of in my model, we're taking care of the Jets. So I'd rather the Jets just beat the Colts right now.
But a reason I'm saying I'm picking the Jets is because again, Anthony Richardson. I don't see him doing much in New York in that sloppy ass field.
Right.
So if it was in Indy, I'd probably pick the Colts. But being that it's in New York.
She does have
and she's and Richardson is from Gainesville. So
she does have Garrett Wilson for 5+ receptions. And she also has I believe he also has Garrett Wilson for a no, that's not Garrett Wilson. Yeah, she has Garrett Wilson for 5+ receptions. It's Pickens in the Steelers game that she has an anytime.
Kind of a mixed bag to me when it comes to this kind of matchup in the secondary of the Colts versus the.
Well, keep in mind, Crypto, that she's like you in that regard because she does everything on math and she creates her own model and simulations. She's factoring in all the little individual matchups, dude, that you talk about all the time. You know what I mean? She's looking at, hey, how's this secondary doing? Do they give up this many passes to tight ends when they're getting this much pressure or blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And then she says, does this team get that kind of she factors in all those things you're talking about when it comes to individual matchups and all that. She runs all that in her simulations. So she'll tell you like she won't tell you a guarantee. She just says she does it based on percentage. Right. She says, I ran this simulation this many times, and 60% of the time it comes out this way. You know what I mean? She don't give you any guarantees. She just tells you basically probabilities. Like, you know, in her models, 60% of the time, Garrett Wilson gets 5+ receptions. You know what I mean? So she's not saying he will. She's just saying in her models, you know, he does it 60% of the time based on defensive matchups. And all
60% of the time, it works every time.
Exactly. I just wanted Crypto to know that she factors in individual matchups for each game. You know, she's not going to tell you Garrett Wilson's going to get 5 receptions if he's going against, let's say, Jalen Ramsey or something. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is about the Jets, they start getting hot with the Rodgers combo with the receivers. That causes a problem for us.
Of course.
We want to add more losses to them. That's what I'm thinking strategically. The more losses they can get before they reach us,
the more likely they're just going to finish the tank, right?
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to.
So we don't need the Jets winning games and building confidence going into our week.
I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50 with you, Crypto. I mean, to me, either one is a beneficial outcome for us, you know, temporarily, like for right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, I agree with you. It could easily turn into a Jets run, you know, if they keep winning.
Right. Like, let's create some space. That's what
but then again, if they go on a run, if they go on that kind of run, then they beat us anyway, and our aspirations are done anyway. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, if they was to beat us, yeah.
We don't get a chance to beat the Colts. We need them to lose, especially because they hold the tiebreaker on us.
Yeah, man. I'm on the mindset. Let's take care of business because if we lose, if it doesn't matter who loses, if we don't win out, we ain't gonna make it anyway. So
exactly, Shake, and that's my model. So if my model has us beating the Jets anyway, otherwise my model falls apart. You know what I mean?
So
yeah.
I got the Jets.
You have
got
to
the
get
Colts.
both of the games. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I got a narrow win with the Colts.
Right?
like 19-22 or something like that.
And she just has that basically reversed. 23 to, what was it? What did I say? 22-19 for the Jets.
Oh, okay.
So you're basically reversing her score.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
A field goal. Yeah.
No,
speaking
I
of which,
I would seriously take the Colts on an underdog parlay. Sure, I would certainly take the Colts. You know,
Yeah. As being one of the
speaking of
underdogs. Yep.
deja vu, Vikings and Brian Flores is going to the Titans, and that he's gonna and Sam Darnold is gonna tell Brian Flores he can't talk to people that way.
Oh yeah.
she
Man.
actually has that one.
Hold on,
She
real quick.
Show
actually has that
Titans.
one.
Hold
Is
on,
it?
real quick. Color.
Hmm?
Is Vikings taking on the Titans? Minnesota is -6. The
Okay.
total is 39.5. Tennessee plus 210.
Now she has Minnesota not covering that 6. She has a 5-point spread. Ironically, she thinks Tennessee is going to play them tougher and closer. 23-18 Minnesota is what she has. I have no idea why.
She probably because Sam Darnold's been playing like trash lately.
Yeah, and Will Levis, and also the Vikings seem to give up some
Right.
points in the fourth quarter and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, man. Sam Darnold was playing good football, and now he's at 10 interceptions for the season.
Yeah. They've been getting them. Yeah.
I knew people should have pumped the
He's got to
brakes
have a
on him.
bounce back. He's gonna have I think this is his bounce back game, though.
Seeing ghosts again.
Yeah, he'll be
He's
back.
throwing to the other team again.
By the way, I was up bored and I just came across, I shared it on Twitter, but I just came across video about a minute and a half long of Lamar Jackson absolutely torching my high school football team, dude, for Boynton Beach.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh, man, I can't believe
got a
it.
lot out there. He's got a little mini documentary series out there now about he this is a season where he really put all the critics to bed when it comes to Lamar the passer.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it
There's
hadn't
an actual
occurred to me that,
documentary out there now talking about he's not the quarterback people criticize him about. He put that to rest now.
well,
He's
it
now
hadn't,
Lamar the passer.
yeah, it hadn't occurred to me that being that he played for Boynton Beach, that of course he would have played my high school. You know what I mean? So I just happened to be looking for, old footage of my high school, and that one
Right.
popped up. Him torching my team. I'm like, wow, look at this.
Mhm.
And let me tell you something, Crypto.
Right.
That narrative should have never been that way, bro, because he was laying up some dimes in that game, dude. Like, seriously, man.
Right.
They were wrong to
Mhm.
ever say that about him, bro.
Yeah. Well, the opening night against us a couple years back, the 5 touchdowns. He only had like what 18 yards on the ground that game that week. Against us.
He split the tackle in the guard and ran it to the house, dude. I'm like, jeez, man. It's like, yep.
Mm.
Younger or not, you can tell that's Lamar just the way he runs, bro. It's like, it's
Way he was
definitely
running,
Lamar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I wonder if Big O
Definitely
is still saying
dynamic.
that Lamar is an athlete playing quarterback.
No, I know. I know he cringes every time he see a highlight reel of him.
Hell,
An
even
athlete playing
his
quarterback.
number one
He
pupil,
perpetuated that.
even his number one pupil, Alex said he's not saying that anymore.
He's not saying it anymore. Yep, exactly. So Alex is split from the big goal on that one now.
The other thing I found out, Crypto, is remember there was another guy, another Hester before Devin. Remember Jesse Hester
Jesse. Okay.
for the Raiders?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he
Right.
went to Glade Central, which is the same school Fred Taylor went to out here in Palm Beach County. and he also
Right.
was the head coach of my high school from like the 2017 range.
Mm.
So next
Oh
game,
yeah.
we have an NFC North showdown with the Green Bay Packers going to Chicago. Green Bay is given 5.5
The
total
Bears of
points,
Chicago versus the
and
The
Packers
winter
of
Chicago,
game
Green Bay.
begins.
huh?
So the winter game begins.
Yeah. So Chicago has 200 points, and according to Lewis, Jordan Love is throwing an interception every game he's played. Apparently,
Yeah. And according to Cynthia Freeland, Jordan Love has some other issues too.
hey, listen, 15
He's only
touchdowns,
thrown
10
an interception.
interceptions, 1,800
He has
yards.
been playing injured, but I don't use the injury excuse. But I would add that he's also throwing an interception in every game at this point last season before he went on a tear.
So
Just want to put that
Cynthia
out there.
says that Jordan has an issue completing passes under a certain amount of pressure and at a certain depth, like deep. But she has the Pack winning this one
I don't see her on that.
25-17. And she said it's her fourth most confident.
I don't.
Packers win.
Hey, Caleb
I
Williams
don't
is
see
doing pretty well.
Chicago breaking
He's
any
got
curses
he's got
here.
almost 1,800 passing yards so far.
Mm-hmm. Well, her key
Well,
was
yeah, despite it's only 10 interceptions. It's 10.
her key was Chicago's got to try to make him throw deep under pressure. Well, that's a
Mm.
very specific thing. You know what I mean? So she still has Packers winning by a touchdown, or actually a little more than 25-17, and it's her fourth most confident. So factor that into your calculi.
I don't have no issues with the Packers, at least not at this stage of the game, playing against Chicago in their recent history versus the Bears.
Yeah, they got a new offensive coordinator right now. Chicago does.
Given last time, I think the Bears was the catalyst game last year that put him on his 22-1 interception to touchdown ratio last year to close out last season. So if I recall, it was that Bear game that started that late season run for him last year. So just want to put that out there. So don't surprise if he ends up throwing 6 or 7 touchdowns in this game.
Yeah, and I don't see
Starting
any indication that Caleb Williams is going to get off the snide. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's not like he's even really playing well.
Nah, he's playing just a regular average, like a rookie's supposed to be playing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not lights out, but he's not like trash. He's
not throwing
terrible.
shade on him. Not throwing shade on him. I just don't see any.
He's just playing, going.
I mean, listen. Right now, he's 200. He has 175 passing yards, 9 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's a pretty good numbers for a rookie.
Mm-hmm.
He has how many touchdowns now?
Yeah, just lately he hadn't really.
How many
been,
total? So he's got like 9 total. How many rushing?
How many rushing touchdowns?
Yeah.
I could look that up real quick.
Any rushing touchdowns yet? That's not bad as a rookie star now, so he'll have around 20, 21.
Yeah, he has. He just hadn't been playing well lately, and I don't see any indication.
Caleb Williams has. He doesn't have any rushing touchdowns, but he has 236 yards on the ground.
On the ground, okay. So
you know who else has quite a few rushing yards on the ground, believe it or not, is Bo Nix.
Tua?
Oh, Bo Nix, man. He's got over 200 something apparently.
Yeah. Yep. All the rookies have been having, but not been too bad. None of them's been like awful,
That's what I'm saying, Crypto. I just don't see any indication that Caleb's going to be playing better anytime soon. He's doing fine. It's just not, Jordan Love's on a mission right now. You know what I mean? Like Caleb ain't on that mission yet.
Right. They have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Bears Packers as well on this one.
Yeah, this
So
is gonna be
I'm
a
still
tough road
reserving
game for
judgment on
Lambeau.
Caleb as to whether he's going to be, again, like you said, Crypto, he's doing just as well as any other rookie this year.
so
Yeah.
we have the 6-4 Falcons going into Denver,
6-4.
a team that
I like this
Sean
game.
Payton
So do
used
I.
to see twice a year. Denver is given 2 points,
Mm,
44 total. Atlanta is plus 110.
How is that?
Denver is gonna be
Damn.
Denver. I think I picked Denver, Shake.
Denver.
I think they're hinging that totally on.
Matter of fact, I know I did
Kirk
because
Cousins'
of Denver.
shoulder.
I think it's at home. I think going into Mile High is going to be difficult for the Falcons.
Yeah, and Kirk
I think
Cousins'
late
shoulder's
in
a
the
little
game they're going to
bump.
get too tired. That's what's going to be doing, man.
Hey,
It's going to be
Ricky,
like
I
the
agree with
Josh
you,
Allen
Ricky.
effect in Hard Rock. He's just going to be out of gas the last
Right.
moments where
Well, and
you got
Crypto,
errant throws by
What's up,
the
Ricky? Make sure you
quarterback,
hit the like button, please.
not getting it there because he's tired.
and
I think
Kirk
that's the
Cousins
effect that's
apparently
going to
has
happen on the Falcons
a bum
at Mile
shoulder
High.
too right now. So
That thin air and that altitude is going to get to the Falcons late in the
Yeah,
game.
me too. I agree.
I don't know,
It
man.
is
Well,
gonna
she
be-
has Denver
it's gonna-
also
it's
winning
gonna-
by 1.
You
She's
know,
taking the 1 point.
Wolves are out.
But
I would
but
like to pick the Falcons if it was in any other environment, but I think the Broncos edge them out all because of that high altitude factor.
Yep, and that's her
That's what
12th
gets them.
most confident. So it's not too
Atlanta's still got
high
talent, though.
on
I
her
wouldn't be
confidence
surprised if
level.
Atlanta win. I think
But
this is just going to be one of
I don't think
those
Crypto can hear us.
TKO match. It's going to be like the Tyson fight last night, you know? They're going to dance around in the ring, and then eventually the other person's going to get tired. There you go, Shake. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I think you're real low. Hang on, let me put you on another speaker thing here.
Right on.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's got Denver winning by a point as well. It's her 12th most confident. And look, I'm like, I got Atlanta. This is my, Shake, I do it every week. I got 3 underdogs on a parlay. I call it my 3-dog night. And Atlanta is definitely on it. I got Atlanta, Kansas City, and who was the other one we were talking about earlier? Cincinnati. Cincinnati is the underdog in LA. Those 3, Atlanta, Cincinnati, and KC. Brilliant 3-dog night right there, man.
Yeah, I got them outright.
If that don't hit, I'll be amazed.
I'm nervous about the Bill one because it's a regular season game. They always beat the Chiefs in a regular season.
I agree, but that's the regression to the mean there. I'll go on, but I think that if that underdog parlay I just stated doesn't hit, it's going to be because Denver edges out Atlanta. So you guys aren't really wrong for picking Denver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Denver, man. Bo Nix is good. I call Bo Nix. As a matter of fact, I call the rookie class, actually, to be honest with you. I didn't just say Caleb or Jason.
Like, I'm just
I
go
call
ahead
the
and
entire rookie class.
I love it.
I was like, tout this rookie class like crazy. They're like,
and they ain't done with JJ yet either, man.
Yeah.
Right, JJ's just getting, next year he's gonna be in his things.
What was the rookie class Skylar Thompson was in?
That was the one with Block Purdy.
Yeah. So that tells you right there. That's crazy. Because the only good quarterback out of that draft class was Mr. Irrelevant.
Pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, granted, had Tua went down early in the season, we might have seen a little bit more of Skylar that year.
Well, actually, if you ask Pete, the only good quarterback out of that draft is Skylar Thompson.
Or Trey Lance.
Sure. Actually, I was a big Trey Lance fan coming out of that. I was thinking the 49ers struck gold when they traded up to get him, and then they sat him. Then he started getting hurt and having issues. Well, he couldn't overcome his injuries and start playing bad. So I was
the book, I don't care what anybody says. I don't think the book's done on Mac Jones yet, to be honest with you.
No, it's not. He'll have a chance probably in Cleveland next year or somewhere, or Tennessee.
Or
Miami.
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Or
You
or even in Jacksonville.
you might find Trevor Lawrence in Cleveland and Mac Jones heading it up in Jacksonville.
Right. Yeah, that could definitely happen. That can definitely happen. Old Trevor.
You know, Cleveland will move on from one mistake right to the next one. You know what I mean? Pay him all that money.
But see, the thing is, at least Trevor hasn't had a real injury history post his original team like Deshaun has. You know,
True.
He's kind of got that going for him. You know, he hasn't really been injured as much.
About a little less than Joe Burrow has. You know.
Yeah, right. He's right around Joe, and Joe is quietly having a real good year. It's just because his defense is so sorry.
He had that a little hiccup early on because he really just, he hit his hand again and his hand was all messed up for a couple of games. But yeah, I mean, they're playing good ball. They're like us, man. They got it. Their record don't really speak to what they could be, you know.
Right, because Jamar Chase is having an unbelievable season.
Danny Green is always right. You are what your record says you are, but their record doesn't reflect what they could be. And the same with
Parcells, by the way.
We could be better than 3-6.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hear me? That was
Right,
Parcells
exactly.
that said you are what your record says you are.
Oh, was it Parcells? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
But I think Danny Green has said they are who we thought they are.
Yeah, they are who they thought they are who we thought they were.
Right, that was Danny Green in that one. That
when he was in Arizona, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he was in Arizona. Matter of fact, it was Arizona against the Bears. Yeah, they were playing the Bears, and the Bears came back.
Weren't the Bears playing Jay Cutler? Didn't they have Jay Cutler at that time?
Or somebody, that him or either Rex Grossman, one of them. And the Bears came back and beat them like down by 21 points.
Easy on the Rex Grossman reference, man. Easy. Shake is trying to celebrate tonight, you know.
Hey, Rex Grossman was a good quarterback.
Well, I heard the good news, Shake.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
we beat
I'll have to offer you a congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, Florida, the Iguanas won a game.
If you were respectful enough to offer us one, I'll offer you one, man.
Wait a minute, the Iguanas won a game.
They beat LSU, man. Bro.
Iguanas, no, that's
not LSU.
Iguanas is that basketball team in Utah.
Oh yeah.
The Iguanas. Yeah. Congratulations! Shout out to the Iguanas, man. They making things happen down there in Gainesville, man. Shout out to them.
Funny thing is, I knew I should have taken the under on that game for the same reason that the Gators ended up winning. Because that's how they were going to have to play to win, is keep it low scoring.
We got our starting a true freshman starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Because when we had DJ Lagway, we kept Georgia close.
Right.
Okay.
See, I should have hit the under on that, and I didn't. I picked the over, and that was the only one that didn't hit on my parlay, man.
Yeah, DJ Lagway, man. I tell you what, man, I'm gonna be like this year when game opener I wasn't confident on a win. Next year, if we have DJ Lagway, I'm gonna have a little more confidence going into the Hard Rock.
Right.
I'll probably I'm gonna go to that game.
Yeah, because that he's good enough to get you a win by him, like take it on himself and make something happen and get a win. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just like anywhere else. The quarterback is where it's at.
To see a freshman play at that level, you know what I'm saying? Look, all I know is the thing about the transfer portal. It made it so you can get 5 proven 5-star recruits from other teams that hey, if I play with DJ Lagway, he's gonna make me look good. So I think we could get some good offensive linemen from the transfer portal next year. That's what we need. I think that's what we're missing, honestly.
Lineman from the portal.
Mm-hmm.
Lineman from the portal. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, Shake, you're onto something. Gators gonna make me some money next year because I'm gonna pick you guys to cover every plus spread that you have.
Yep. And provided he doesn't get injured neither, because
Right.
So
But I can imagine with him in the game, you're at least covering every spread.
yeah, he's a dual threat too. He could run too. He didn't run too much because he's still getting over his hamstring injury. Now next week over Ole Miss, I tell you what, I know we're gonna beat Florida State. That's for sure.
Yeah, you should might want to run that by CB83 and Jalen then.
Oh yeah.
You might want to run it by. Let's get
As
CB83 up here. I don't know if you approve of that, Shake.
As if they have any pull with the football gods.
Listen, all I know is if we lose to Florida, I'm gonna have this, drink this. That's all it is.
That is not recommended, by the way. Not that you kids shouldn't be listening now anyway. It's way past your bedtime. But
well, yeah, it's already we're in the moonlight hours. The moonlight.
But so next game
we're in the celestial time.
We got a West Coast classic, West Coast battle. We have
West Coast.
Yeah. The 4 and 5 Seattle Seahawks, which by the way, their center, Caleb Williams, retired at 27 years old. Can you imagine being 27 years old?
Connor Williams
retiring, yep. Old Connor, yeah.
And then 5 and 4 49ers. 49ers are given 6.5 points, 47 total. 2+. Seattle is 240 plus. I'm gonna make this really simple. I think Seattle's on the downturn. I'm getting 49ers.
All right. So really quick,
I think McCaffrey is playing.
Yes. Yes, I was gonna say Cynthia has McCaffrey with an anytime touchdown as a lock. And she also has, you said it was 6.5.
Yeah.
That the Seahawks are getting. So she has the 49ers covering that. No, I'm sorry. She has the 49ers not covering that, but with a 27-21 victory, and that's the 6th most confident on her list.
6, yeah.
So
I'll say that too, but I got it a little closer when 26-23.
So right now we have
for the 49ers.
We are to our Chef Jew special.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party, office party, etc. with welcome watering meals and desserts. Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
So it's the Kansas City Chiefs going into Buffalo, which I think Sean from Red Wine Bill said he's going to be at that game. Shout out to Sean if you're listening. He
he's gonna be there. Okay.
Yeah, man. Anybody who's willing to go to that.
He's going to Skid Mark Stadium.
And anyone who's willing to go to Canada's Landfill has my respect, like you, Crypto.
Right. I know. I was there at Canada's Landfill 2 weeks ago. Oh yeah.
Buffalo is given 2 points, 46 altogether. Kansas City plus 110. Look, I think Kansas City Chiefs are generous enough. Look, we'll give you the regular season, and we're taking the playoffs.
Mm.
No, that's why I'm picking the
Right.
Bills.
So real quick, Crypto, Cynthia, her 7th most confident game pick this week. She has Buffalo covering that 2 and winning by 4, 26-22.
Okay, it's man, she's
And Sean
almost
gets
right
to see his
along.
team win in person.
Yeah, it's crazy. Now, I was sitting. I actually had good see. You know what's crazy about the stadium? Like when Tony was telling me about the benches, right? But I was fortunate that my bench, the seat that I was in, it wasn't metal.
Wait a minute. There's some bitches there. They have some bitches there. You say
No,
bitches?
the bench, the
Oh, my
bench.
bad.
Yeah, you sit on them. You sit on the bitches there.
I was sitting right. Mine's had a cushion. I had a cushion
like a
seat.
couch.
Yeah, I was like, my seat had a special cushion.
Oh yeah.
They almost knew I was coming, so they gave me a cushion seat.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So shout out to the Bills and the Skidmark Stadium for accommodating.
If you go to Michael K's house, he's got like 4 bitches just sitting on all 4s, and he goes and sits on them like couches, you know.
Right? Yeah, that's what I thought I was gonna have, you know.
Yeah,
I'm sitting
and
there.
all of them are right underneath that shrine of El Capitan.
Right. See, that's
exactly. El
exactly
Capitan on the wall.
Well, he's got a special bitch that's on all 4s holding up the shrine. You know what I mean? The altar.
He has a picture. Yeah. He had an artist paint the wall. That picture he has. El Capitan has the Bill shirt on the wall.
On the wall, right?
A bench is actually a bitch and a wench put together.
Bench win. There you go.
So I got Buffalo. Who you got? Crypto.
I went with them because of what you just said with the regular season versus postseason. Get them now and then just disappoint them later.
Yeah, a little faith. Patrick Mahomes is on a mission, ladies and gentlemen.
I say Bills get them down and get them later.
When you're Travis Kelce and you have to have the perfect girlfriend, the one that everybody wants, the one that all the other girls are jealous of, you have to have a perfect season in order to stand in those shoes. So I think they're on a mission. I think Kansas City has proven time and time again that they're going to find a way to win. And so I don't know. I have to go. I have to have KC on my 3-dog night underdog parlay.
Oh, you got a parlay special. Well, I can see you there, but the Bills might spoil your parlay, man.
I know, Crypto. I understand your whole thing about the regular season and all that, but there is something to be said for regression to the mean.
Yeah.
Maybe it's flipped this year. You know what I mean? Because Buffalo is destined to go to the Super Bowl and lose to the Vikings. So there's that.
Well, yeah. In other words, the Buffalo lose and then beat them, so they can lose
in the playoffs. Right. You know,
right.
So I don't know, man.
But it can be flipped in that way, yeah.
See, I know you, and I know you hold the ability to find a way to win, and having demonstrated that, I know you find that to be a very powerful force too in your takes. As I've listened to your takes over the last couple of years, you know what I mean? So you're not discounting that, and that's why I know you're being fair, because I know you enough to know that that's powerful for you. You know, you're still going with the Bill. I'll take it. Yeah.
Listen, my Super Bowl has always been. What's up, Liz?
Right.
My Super Bowls the last few years is watching the Buffalo Bills get eliminated from the playoffs. That's my Super Bowl.
Right. I just don't have them playing the Niners because that's Chris Burke. I'm sorry.
I mean, playoffs synonym for playoffs is postseason, Shake. Wouldn't it be just as epic though to have them go 0-5 to the Minnesota Vikings getting their first win?
No,
Well,
they
yeah,
say
the
they
Vikings
say
would be 1-4, right?
Right.
yeah,
They're
but
the only
here-
two teams 0-4, right?
yeah, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
I put stock in the best way to prevent the best way to survive an accident is to not to get into one. So the best way for the Bills not to accidentally win a Super Bowl is for them not to ever get into the Super Bowl. So I'd rather
I
them
can
not
see
get in
you
there.
there, Shake, because of the accident aspect. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Anybody can accidentally win.
Mm-hmm. One
We know.
We
We
say
know
one thing
that.
about that's the one thing about that's the beauty of football. One bad snap, one bad call, or one bounce of the ball can make the difference.
Dude,
Yeah, it could be
gas,
one play. Yeah, literally one play.
bro, gas for the right player could be the difference in any game. You know what I mean? The right player just has bad gas in the morning and can't get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've ever suited up and played football or practiced when you got bad gas, dude. It sucks, man. It's like you want to just stop. You're like, Coach, I can't do it today, man. I gotta go fart, man.
Well, luckily we have. Listen,
Yeah,
luckily
you
we
can't
have.
fart.
There's we've evolved. We have good science. But
See, those are the little
Well,
things
yeah.
people don't think about when they can't understand why their favorite player is not performing on a given day. It's like maybe the guy's just got really bad gas today. He can't get rid of it.
That could be it. That could
You
be
never
it. I
know.
wouldn't put
I
it
mean,
back.
they're humans. They're not like on Madden where they're just gonna do what the algorithm tells them to do. You know what I mean?
Right. Indigestion, you know.
and that was our color.
That's right. Because what player is gonna stand at the podium and be like, "Sorry guys, I just couldn't get any separation today because man, that gas was killing me and I couldn't get it out. I was trying everything on the sideline and I just couldn't fart, man."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the Cooking Folk Game of the Week. Y'all know, click on the link, get a Cooking Folk apron. Just in time for some Thanksgiving dinner, man. Cook your Thanksgiving meal in style with this Cooking Folk apron. We have the Cincinnati Bengals going to LA for the Sunday night game matchup. LA is given 1.5 points, 47 and a half total. Cincy is even in this one.
They got even money line now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang. It was plus for Cincinnati most of the week.
Yeah, so they want to win nothing. You can't win nothing.
Last week we were even.
Right. See what I'm talking about, though?
I got even. Okay.
But do you see what I'm talking about? This is another game. Definitely going on my 3-dog night, man. There's just, I mean, Cincinnati could blow this team out. I mean, vice versa too. Yeah, but each of these teams can
like
have a good night and blow each other out. You know what I mean?
And see, I tell you what, Cincinnati is one of those teams that they go on a hot tear, they're unstoppable.
Or if they're playing a team that is expected to beat them, you know, like they're going to show up, dude, and they're going to play. It's going to be the Bengals that we're all been used to the past couple years.
One of my favorite playoff games was when Cincinnati went into Buffalo and just annihilated.
Well, you know what else, Shake? I just realized.
Wasn't that the Cincinnati, the team that played them, that where the guy fell, where Hamlin fell? Was it Cincinnati?
Yeah, that was the same year that they had to cancel the game because he got
it was. But I'm saying, were they playing Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, they was playing that one in Buffalo.
Yeah.
So Shake, I just realized. You know, Cincinnati ain't quite been. I mean, we're talking about they're good, but they ain't quite been the same as they were on that Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
Who are they missing? since
Well,
then.
offensively,
Joe Mixon.
they only
You
missed
got it,
Boyd.
Shake. And now who's
They
balling
couldn't-
out in Houston? You know what I
Joe
mean?
Mixon.
And who is on Cynthia Freeland's list of anytime touchdown locks this week?
Joe Mixon.
You got it.
Yeah, he's
Joe
on
Mixon.
that. He's gonna get him a touchdown this week.
So who they got running the rock for him now?
Mike Gesicki.
Brown, I think. Was it Brown?
Chase Brown. Yep, that's who it is.
What can
And-
Brown do for you?
And I think
Yep.
it's Chase Brown, or is he with Chase Brown, yeah. And again, it's gonna be the key to this game is him. I'll tell you that right now.
So yeah, I got the I got Cincinnati win this one too.
Yeah,
Well,
Trying to,
that's
real quick,
that's
Crypto. Real
they
quick,
got their back
Crypto.
against the wall.
Before
right
you
now.
give your take, Crypto, Cynthia also has them taking that 1 point shake and winning 24-23, but it's her 13th most confident, which means it's her second to least
Oh,
confident.
she has little confidence.
Well,
in this
because
one.
Justin Herbert,
It can go
Justin
anywhere.
Herbert could easily ball out for 400 something yards and 4 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Exactly. This could be his breakout game of the season.
That's what I'm saying. Either one of
Yeah.
them could break out, or it could be a double breakout.
Be a shootout. Right.
It happens, and it's a home game for the Chargers, or I don't know,
Yep. It's whoever has the ball last wins scenario. And that's,
Yep.
man,
So-
Zach Taylor gets Harbaugh. It's gonna be the coach that make the least amount of mistakes. This one, I think Cincy edges them out. However, man, the Chargers are scary, man.
Yeah, they are.
It's gonna
Defense.
be a challenge.
And you know what's funny was everybody was pissed at John Harbaugh because he didn't win a preseason game.
Yeah, it did.
Well, again,
Right.
what did I tell you that Jim Harbaugh is good at? He doesn't care. He comes in with so much political capital anywhere he goes that he is not afraid. He ain't going to put anybody on the shelf. If I drafted you because I think you're a star, you're getting right out on the field. If I think I got a quarterback that's a gunslinger, he's throwing the football. I don't care how many interceptions he's got. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Jim Harbaugh is a man that knows how to shoot his pow-pows.
And he was a good quarterback too. I remember him.
Right.
Him
Right.
and Dan Marino used to go at it all the time.
Right. And that's where that mentality comes from, that I got all these stars. These guys, I got to let my players play.
And you know how they
All plays for them to be, he calls plays aggressively. You know what I mean? He gets out there and he fires it around, man. You know what I mean? He don't hesitate.
They take on his identity quick.
Exactly.
So you know how everybody
Big lineman.
calls Justin Herbert missing fourth quarter interception. He's only thrown one interception this season.
Wow.
Right. Exactly. So it's like he's putting his thumb in the eye of all of his critics. They're like,
You
how
talking
about
about
that?
you talking about Herbert?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Herbert. Actually, I would say, and 80% of his critics are 2 years. So,
Oh, by now, yeah, I'd say 100% by now.
I would
Right.
say 80 years.
Yeah, right.
Most people might have nuanced criticisms, but most people are like, yeah, the book's already in. The guy's a good quarterback. You know what I mean? Like he's upper echelon. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying. That's what I say. I would say
Right.
80% of Tua's Herbert haters are 2 years, and 20% of his other haters are just division rivals.
he's got the 5th best quarterback passer rating right now at 103.2.
Right. Right.
You know who's
And
number 4?
and listen, and both these quarterbacks were in the same draft class.
Right.
Justin Herbert, on the other hand, Joe Burrow, he's throwing for almost 2,600 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions.
Right. Now
Right.
you want to go through the top. If you don't mind if I take the time real quick, Shake, I'm going to run through the top 10 right now in passer rating. Coming in at 99.6, just under 100 at number 10. Number 9, 100.2, Josh Allen. Number 8, Kyler Murray at 100.8. Number 7, Jalen Hurts at 101.8. Number 6, Derek Carr at 102.9. Number 5, Justin Herbert, as I said, 103.2. Baker Mayfield at number 4, 103.6. Jared Goff at number 3, 104.4. Joe Burrow, number 2, 108.1. And coming in with the number 1 passer rating in the league right now, if the season were to end today, Cynthia told me tonight, if the season were to end today, this would be the best single season passer rating in history, 123.2, and that is Lamar motherfucking Jackson. Big fucking Russ, bitches.
Right.
I'm sorry, caller. You mispronounced Tua Tagovailoa.
He comes in at 14th with 95.4.
No, you mispronounced Tua Tagovailoa again.
Oh, I'm sorry. And guess who's got the ESPN QBR, top QBR at 76.8? Lamar Big Trust Jackson. And in that regard, Tua is at 49.8. I'm sorry. Yeah, 49.8 for 26th ranked ESPN QBR.
For ESPN QBR rating. Yeah, because it's normally, see, it's crazy. You know what? Lamar getting both is stunning because he's now gotten the QBR rating and the QBR rating. Normally they like 30 or 40 points apart as far as the numbers, but him able to capture both of them this late in the season.
Well, crypto,
that's crazy.
You know what? It's like Celsius and Fahrenheit. ESPN's QBR would be more like Celsius based on 100 scale. So 100 is the best you can get. Whereas the passer rating, traditional passer rating
Fahrenheit.
Is Fahrenheit, and its top number is a decimal point. It's not a pure, it's not a whole number, right?
Right, yeah.
It's like 153.8 or something, or 154.3 or something like that.
Yeah, that's the highest you can get. Yeah, 158 point something. Yeah,
you got it. So we're on the same page.
But he's got both.
When I'm talking, if I don't specify, when I say passer rating, I'm talking about the traditional passer rating, the Fahrenheit. When I say QBR, I'm talking about ESPN's proprietary QBR.
Right, and Lamar topped both of them. Normally you have one quarterback top. You normally have one quarterback top one and a different quarterback top the other one.
And if you ever have a quarterback top both of them, he's usually called the MVP.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's normally the MVP. If he's got both, it'd be hard for him not to be the MVP.
Right. So forget who starts the conversation and who decides who is in the conversation. The man has put himself in the conversation. It don't matter whether you want to talk about him or not. He's got both passer ratings. He's the number one leader right now.
Right. And rating, you get more passing dynamic, like with the yardage and the percentages. That number, that top number, that Fahrenheit number is more that involves in you doing stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot less of taking care of the football and a lot more of aggressive, production.
Because you can have 4 touchdowns and 1 interception, and you can get that high rating, and you can only have like 150 yards passing,
right?
Or something like that. And your QBR might be like in the 90s or whatever, or just right in the high 90s or whatever.
I mean, both of them are fair, and it's like I always say, crypto, as long as you're comparing the number against itself, against the same rating.
Against the same rating, yeah. Now, some of them will leave it out.
You're really only looking to see the change from what it was the last time you looked at it. You know what I mean? Or in comparison to another quarterback.
Right. Yeah, because I think now that last Monday night or Thursday night game when I think the last time he threw 5 touchdowns, that him and Mahomes became the only 2 quarterbacks to have multiple 5 touchdown games over the last several seasons.
Now you could have a debate as to why Tua is 14th in the traditional rating, but 24th according to ESPN's analytics, and that's because they factor in different variables. So what
everything else included,
right? So what you want to do to compare them against each other is say, okay, well, which variables that each one decided were the ones they were going to factor in? Which of those variables are more important to winning a Super Bowl? So then you would go back and look historically, Super Bowl winners. Were they generally more the top passer rating, or were they generally more the top QBR? Because then you can decide, oh, what ESPN decides matters is more important than what the others decide, or vice versa, depending on who has been the Super Bowl winner. Have they been the top passer rating guy or the top QBR guy?
Right, but what was Mahomes' QBR last year versus his rating? How much a difference was it?
That's a good question. I'm going to look.
Was his rating the higher of the 2?
That you're getting exactly what I'm putting down, Crypto. Because
that lets you know whether or not the QBR was.
Well, you can look over all the Super Bowls since the QBR has been in the passer rating have been tracked and say, okay, how many of them are, you might have 10 Super Bowl winners that were the passer rating leader and 15 Super Bowls where it was the QBR leader that won that year.
Right. Because I recall Brady have a high rating, QBR, but the rating was like, just right around 100 or so when he was winning.
So last year, Mahomes, or where are you, Mahomes? Last year, he was 14th in passer rating, 92.6. 14th, just like our current quarterback.
And the rating, the actual top number? Wow.
Yeah, and in the QBR, he was ranked 8th with a 63.1.
So he was higher. He was a higher ranking.
So he was a higher rank. In other words, ESPN considered him a better quarterback, I guess you could say.
Right, than the traditional
ESPN turned out to be right in comparison to the 24th ranking in the traditional passer rating, or the 14th ranking, I mean.
Right. Because his ranking.
So in that regard, when we look at this year with Tua, he's ranked 14th in traditional and 24th in QBR. So ESPN thinks he's a worse quarterback than the other rating system.
Right. Yeah, as far as the ESPN scale.
Now, it's not that they really
think. But what is Burrow? Is Burrow number 2 on that list? Or what is his ranking?
Crypto, it's not that they really think that. It's that they're because of the first couple games that he had that were bad, that hurt his QBR more than it did his passer rating. For the same reason,
because the rating you can make up for, because you can get a bunch of high numbers.
You said the QBR hurts you more when you turn the ball over and when you have negative EPA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they take into account your turnovers and fumbles.
Your expected point average goes down. So you know what I mean? That's a big factor for QBR is the EPA.
Right, because they factor all of the numbers cumulatively.
Right. Those things affect wins and losses. It sounds like QBR measures more of what affects wins and losses than the passer rating. And that would, like I said, if we did a deeper dive and went to all the historical Super Bowls since it's been tracked, we might find that the winner of the Super Bowl generally is ranked higher in the QBR than they are in the passer rating.
Yeah, because you had a bunch of guys in high QBRs.
Now, Crypto, number 1 last year in QBR and passer rating was Brock Purdy, the Super Bowl runner-up.
He was number 1 in both?
He was number 1 in both.
Okay.
But what about Jalen Hurts? Only by a 10th of a point is he number 1 in QBR. Dak Prescott was number 2. Right behind him by a 10th of a point.
And then it drops
and then it drops by 10 points to Kirk Cousins at number 3. So Dak and Brock were really above the rest in QBR. Lamar Jackson was looks like Lamar Jackson was 4th in QBR and 4th in passer rating, so he was equal as well in his rating.
Yeah,
his ranking.
Wow. So this year he's improved thus far by 3.
Tua was 5th in passer rating,
right,
and 10th in QBR. So
right.
again,
So 5
ESPN
points,
thinks he's not as good as the other passer rating thinks he is.
right.
Now, if
So
we had
Lamar-
Devontae Parker, his ratings will go up way exponentially.
Oh, sure, Crypt. Sure, Shake. Yeah. I mean, Devontae Parker raises that at least 10 points.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's news to me.
Bad attitude and all.
10 point shake. Wow, that's
Bad
we gotta
attitude
get
and all.
on.
What are you talking about bad attitude? He had the
Bad attitude and all.
Listen,
Parker,
Devontae Parker is the Buffalo killer.
right? Well, Devontae Parker.
Oh yeah.
Listen. Devontae Parker with Tyreek on this team would be killer in the locker room, man. They'll have a big old Madden fest. They'll all sit there and play video games while the game's going on.
We got to add Kenny Stills to that.
I have evidence of what I'm saying. The last time we beat Buffalo in Buffalo was in 2016. Devontae Parker was on that team. The last time we beat Tom Brady in New England, Devontae Parker was on that team.
Damn.
And the last time that the Patriots beat Buffalo, Devontae Parker was on the team. So
damn shit.
Wow. That's the common thread, huh?
Devontae Parker.
You're on to something.
Wow, man. It sounds like you're onto something, Shake. I might have to analyze that. I might have to do a deep dive.
Yes.
He's a good look charm.
Yeah, we might have to have him around.
We'll put it, you know what? We'll dress him in TD's field mascot suit and make him TD for the.
I think the number 11. I think the number 11 is available.
No, it's not. Shake. They gave that to the new linebacker or the new guy that just came in. Yeah.
Who?
They did.
The guy that replaced David Long.
Oh yeah. Well,
what happened? What happened with the guy that replaced David Long?
Listen, once Devontae
they gave him his number.
Once Devontae Parker.
Oh, he did already.
Listen, once we signed Devontae Parker, that new guy's gonna come in his locker room and he's gonna have like 52 or something. So.
And number 11, right? Sheffield and
they gave him David Long's number to make the statement that yes, this was a direct replacement to David Long and this was punitive. You know what I mean?
So anyway, let's go into the Monday night game. We have the Monday night game.
Monday night matinee.
Yeah, we have the Monday night game, baby. And this game is
new seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
And I mean everything.
Next game of the week, we have Battle of the Texas. EM is going to be the special guest referee of that game. EM, we're going to have two special guest referees. It's going to be EM and Grumpy are going to be the two special guest referees.
What game is this?
The Texans taking on the Cowboys.
Oh, Jesus. And Cynthia's number 2 most confident game.
Oh, that's her number 2 one. Okay.
Yeah.
The Battle of the State of Texas, huh?
Houston is given 7 points, 41.5, 2 plus 8. Dallas has 2 plus 80. So, yeah, man.
7 points they're giving?
Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah, 7.5, and she has Houston cover in every bit of that 7.5, and beating Dallas 26-18.
Oh, That was like the game that we just witnessed on Thursday night against the Eagles and Commanders. So I'm gonna go with the same score, not the same score, but the same spread, 30-22.
Yeah.
All right. You like the 8-point spread. All right.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with the
man.
8-point spread.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the upset here. I'm gonna say the Texans.
The Texans.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
yeah?
the upset, right?
No, the Cowboys will be the upset, won't
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, Cowboys are always upset, so it doesn't matter.
it? Right.
It's an upset if they take the field.
Mhm.
Upset. Take the
Yeah,
field.
Dak Prescott ain't playing it in this game, so
Yeah,
I
he's
don't think
out.
it'll make
He's
a difference
upset.
if he was or not. But
You don't think
Right.
Cooper Rush?
Cooper Rush. They brought Trey Lance actually might see the field this game.
Good point. That might be that might be a sneaky pick for a player prop or a fantasy guy. You know.
by the way,
Yep.
John Jones reigns supreme with third round knockout of Stipe.
Damn, third round.
Yeah,
That's usually not likely to. I guess that's a 5-round fight, right? So yeah.
third round knockout.
Yeah.
John Jones.
Wow.
Right.
Stipe. What are you doing?
Mokoki, what I can't remember freaking pronounce.
Stipe Miocic. Come on, he's Eastern Bloc. I figured Lewis would be favoring him, but he liked John Jones, man.
Yeah, so
you know that white European guy. I figured he'd be for the white European guy.
that's only in basketball.
Oh, I see. Well, not only that, but Stipe is an American. He like served in our military and all that. I guess.
So, and finally, we are.
I might be wrong about that. Don't.
Finally, we are at the Finn's Tailgate game of the week.
Check out all the gear. Drop your tailgate. Bust out your coffee cup. Put your flip flops on. It's all about to happen. Everything you need from candles, posters.
Look at that coffee cup in the middle right there.
And there's our silver YouTube black. Everything. All inspired by you on the show. Pick your part. You know who you represent. Media Productions, all rights reserved.
Wow, man.
How'd you like to end there? Zipper
Good
Media
one.
Productions, all rights reserved.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, that was totally impromptu.
So,
but I might actually record that because I can adjust that a little bit and change it up and blah blah. It's at least a start. That's my rough draft right there. Because I am way behind the 8 ball in writing this script shake for this commercial, man. I just, so I had to lay something down,
Turn it into a commercial.
Get the inspiration flowing,
So real quick, we have, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best matchups in the NFL. I call it the battles of the Eichenbergs. Liam Eichenberg will take on his little brother.
The Oak Mountain Bowl.
Liam Eichenberg will take on his younger brother, Eichenberg, in middle linebacker. I think he's a linebacker.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot all about it's the Oak Mountain Bowl for sure, man.
Yeah, so it's Eichenberg versus Eichenberg.
Exactly. Batman will be proud. Matter of fact, this will be sponsored by Batman.
Yeah.
There's going to be a mountain of
Brought
Oak
to you
Mountain
by
Reigns on the field.
Yeah.
And listen, not only is Batman going to be the special guest referee, but he's going to be wearing his Tua MVP and Beyond Infinity shirt.
I
Yeah.
know. Oh, yeah. Get yours today. TFTGnetwork.com. They're flying off the shelves. Allegedly, there's a rumor going around that Batman has already ordered like 300 of them.
Mhm.
So get them while supplies last. Your Tua Infinity
Yeah.
and Beyond t-shirt at TFTGnetwork.com in the shop.
Yeah,
Batman,
number
special
6
guest.
apparently just lost to the Kansas Jayhawks.
Wow.
The Rock Top Jayhawk, that's my team.
Well,
I
that
hope you
kinda
talked about the basketball one.
That
That's
kind
my
of diminishes the Gators win
team.
now, doesn't it?
The Jayhawks are my basketball team, and for basketball.
Shake, I don't know if you were in Jay's space earlier, but he was calling us all up to answer for why the Gators are the only Florida team that beat an unranked team beat a ranked team so far this year.
Mm.
Oh man. What? Oh, he's
He
going
was
down
mad.
that.
He was
Hey, by the
holding
way,
court.
real talk. Whenever I think of Jay Miami, I think he kind of. I always think of Jake, the guy who Jake Paul for some reason, looking like Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, he does seem like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't remember
Probably
seeing Jay.
He's probably some like nerd, like you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
driving an IROC.
He was
But,
at
yeah,
one
man.
of the games before. You met him at the game, Shake.
No, I haven't met him, but
He probably looks
you
like
know, he's a
Travis
Gators
Kelce
fan.
without the beard.
So we have yeah, man. Now we're talking about. Remember, it's gonna be deja vu again. What were we saying about deja vu?
Javadu.
Yeah.
Vu. About
Deja
how
vu.
and when this time last year, Crypto made the astute point that this time last year, the coach Antonio Pierce won 2 games last year before they played us.
Oh yeah, this was a big trap last year. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Jalen Ramsey got the game-sealing interception, like flying through the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, awful.
By the way, I like Eichenberg's game-sealing interception, but that's just me.
Hey,
And Eichenberg,
this time to do it.
I like Eichenberg's game-winning sealing touchdown, but that's sealing interception, but that's just me,
So really quick, really quickly, this is Cynthia's number 3 most confident game this week.
Yeah.
She has let's see, what is that? A 6-point spread.
That will make it even more devastating.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She has us covering the 7 with a 9-point spread, 26-17, Dolphin victory.
Okay, so just a cover on the spread for the full.
She has us winning by 9, and the spread is 7, 7.5, depending on which board you're looking at.
26-19. Yeah, 17. Yeah.
I think mine was like, I think I had him at like 24-10 or something this week.
I'll say this.
Something similar.
I only mentioned deja vu because if I say 7 points again, they give us a scare. that will be the deja vu. And this time, instead of being 3 and, going 3 and 7, or, we went 7-3 by beating them. We have to avoid going 3 and 7 by losing to them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the irony of this one.
I mean, we beat them last year. We had to deal with Devontae Adams on their team last year, and this
Toby
year,
Myers is the only one they have, and that new receiver, the Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers, the tight end. Cynthia is talking about big numbers for him tomorrow, no matter what.
That's the only new guy. Yeah, that's the only new person they have.
Let me see if I can find where you put him on.
Bowers and what's his name is still there, and I think the other.
She has Brock Bowers. She has Brock Bowers over 52.5 receiving yards.
I don't know what's his average. I haven't really paid attention to it.
But she calls it a spicy pick. So she does these player props, right? And she does 6 of them. She does bland and spicy. So she does 3 that are bland, that are like chalky, that are like pretty sure bets. And then she does 3 spicy ones. And that Brock Bowers over under at the 52.5 receiving yards is one of her spicy ones.
Yeah.
So it's risky, but
it's crazy how the
52.5.
The schedule makers are giving us, I wouldn't even say it's a do-over since we did beat them last year. Had we lost to them last year, this will be the schedule makers giving us a do-over. Basically, we're going to give you the same team in the same week in the same part of the season, 365 days from now. That's basically what they did. So it's crazy. So good thing we did win that game last year, so we can say, hey, we need a do-over. So all we have to do is just stay consistent and just do what we did last year and cover. So,
exactly. Yeah, or here's better yet, Crypto.
We don't. That would be an actual regression at that
better
point.
Yet, Crypto. We could just play like we did Monday night and be just fine. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know if I agree with that one.
Minus the sacks, like, you know, frequent.
I think they can take advantage of that. Minshew is the type of guy that can take advantage of that. Something like that.
Yeah, true. But
I
you think Matt Stafford is too? I don't know if Matt Stafford is just slumping or if we did something to affect him. You know what I mean? I can't tell yet. We won't know.
I mean, he didn't seem interested in that game. He was.
That's what I'm wondering. You know, it's
he
like,
wasn't.
I want to believe in our defense. I want to believe in our secondary, but I also like how much was Stafford really interested in pulling that game out?
Right. That's why I say I can't really gauge him because all these other guys, when you expect a good guy to do well and a bad guy would do better than him, given if he gets too many chances to do so.
Now we know Minshew plays a style much like Ryan Fitzpatrick, so he could kill you all day, or he could put the ball up for your secondary all day. You know, it depends on how you want to handle it and how you want to look at it as a defense.
And listen, not to mention, listen, our defense. Look, a former Dolphin is coming to Hard Rock Stadium, and no, it's not Christian Wilkins. It's our very own Joe Philman. He got promoted to their offensive line coach.
Oh, lovely. So we should be able to get some pressure on him.
See, the thing is, I know it was earlier in the season. The reason why I say it would be dangerous to try to copy the Rams game, because the Raiders went into Baltimore and beat a Baltimore team, and they trailed by 10 in that game. And they had enough firepower to take advantage of Baltimore's mistakes.
Well, Baltimore
was playing like us in that Rams game.
That's true. That's true. But Crypto, at this point, Baltimore's secondary is starting to just live with the identity that they're trash, bro. You know what I mean? You look at their guys, you know, Hamilton and a couple of the other guys, you think they should be great, but they're just absolute trash, dude. They're the ones literally keeping up teams in games against Lamar, like putting up 20 points in the fourth quarter. You know,
well, they're not closing out games. I mean, they're playing good enough. They're just not closing them out.
Right.
That way.
And you know, they're playing better in prime time. I'll give them that. So, which is most of the time when we see them. So we're not really seeing what's going on. But I'm looking at the box scores of all their games this year, and it's like there's big numbers in the fourth quarter, man. Like every game.
Yeah, they tend to let their feet off the gas because in the Dallas game.
Like how remember how you said it yourself when we pulled out that comeback against them a couple seasons ago. You know, you mentioned the same thing.
Yeah. I did point that out. They tend to not. They become disinterested. I like to say.
Partly, I don't want to say that it. I don't want to. I was against you a little bit. I don't think it was all their defense collapsing, but it is probably 50-50.
No, I wasn't really blaming. I wasn't necessarily blaming the
Tua
defense. I was blaming the coach.
Tua took advantage of them screwing up, but they still screwed up, and just let their foot off the gas with, for some reason.
But I really wasn't necessarily blaming their defense for letting up. They had enough distance in the game had they just allowed Justin Tucker to kick 3 field goals, and that would
right. That's true. That's true.
They would have never lost the game.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Even giving up all those points to us on defense.
But
Justin Tucker's 3 made field goals would have been enough for them to win the game.
Well, remember back then, more than half the fan base was still worshiping Tua as a god. So you were trying to tell everybody, hey, part of that is their defense collapsing the way it did. You know what I mean? Now, keep in mind, it doesn't.
I was really pointing a finger at Harbaugh.
Right. And the problem is, though, is that, and this could go to Harbaugh, too, with maybe the way they were calling the defense, because, look, when you can't, it's bad enough to kind of slow down a little on D in the secondary. But it's even worse when you got a guy on our side of the ball that can take anything he touches to the house at any moment. You know what I mean? So that's partly why we were able to make that comeback, is that not only were they slacking off, but we had the perfect player to take advantage of a defense slacking off.
Right. Yeah. The minute you blink,
even if you're talking first quarter and your defense is at the top of their game, it's still 1/2 step away from Tyreek going the distance.
Yeah, that's all you need. And then, see, they wasn't playing the point game. That's primarily why I was like, well, why are you going for it on 4th down and you got easy chip shot field goals?
Exactly. That's where John Harbaugh messed up, and that would have put the game out of reach.
Yep, and that's precisely because you got a guy like Tyreek on the other side of the ball. Right, you got a guy like Tyreek on the other side of the ball. So if you have a chance to get points, you have to get as many points as you can, because all he needs is 2 seconds. Well, what's his 100-yard dash number? You know what I mean? That's how many seconds he needs to take it to the house. You know what I mean? And put 7 on you. So yeah, if you got 3, sure, you might get that 2 more opportunities to do that. That's 9 total. That mitigates any accident that your defense gives up to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, right. Which it panned out, because there's literally the difference in the game. Those 9 points.
So,
exactly.
By the way, I got Miami Dolphins. Who you got, Crypto?
Yeah, I got us in a deja vu 7-point spread. I got us in 7.
That's what's up, man.
I got us with 7. Yes. I'll take the 24-17 score.
I'll be joining El Capitan calling that game.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah. Okay. You're gonna do a Cal Cap? Gonna be on? Call it. Okay. Cool. 24-17. That's a good win. Head out of Hard Rock. And look forward to the Patriots. Now, in any occasion anything goes awry, I don't know what the strategy is for the Patriot game if things go bad for us against the Raiders. But given that we will be basically fighting for our lives for the final 7th seed at that point, which would be getting slowly out of our grasp.
Yeah,
if
so
we
right now,
drop this game.
Our playoff run starts now. Pretty much. We're in the playoffs now.
Right, it starts now. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair to say it starts now. Yeah, that's a good assessment, Shake. I would agree with that. It actually starts this weekend. It starts tomorrow, basically.
So
by the way, I joined you guys for when you already did a couple games, just to give you a couple other ones. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, 10th most confident for Cynthia. She has Baltimore winning that by 2, 25-23. Let's see any other games. I think that's the only one I missed before I came in.
The confidence game for the Bills is what?
The KC and Bills was 7th, and she has the Bills winning by 4.
Okay, yeah, that's why I remember you said okay.
Oh, so really quick also. What's that, Crypto?
So who's on the bye week? Did we even say the chart? Is the Cardinals playing this week, or they on the bye?
Cardinals are on a bye. Cardinals are on a bye. Who else? Damn, I forgot.
Is
I
it
just read it
Cardinals and
earlier
the
today too. Here, I can pull
okay?
it up quick.
It's at least 2 teams or 4 teams.
We're
Let's see. The
looking
Jets have
at
a bye week, the Patriots are playing.
New York Giants,
And the
Cardinals,
Giants,
Buccaneers,
the Giants,
Buccaneers, and Panthers.
So,
Bucks and Panthers. Okay.
all right. So real quick, we only got about 14 more minutes because we got to cut it off at the 2-hour mark.
For the podcast.
This is one of my favorite segments. When we do off football topics, whatever. And I look, the Dwayne Wade statue took life on its own, especially when it comes to memes. So I brought another round of memes that I saw on the internet that I find interesting, and this is the order I like them in. So here we go. Here's one: samurai.
Samurai. Okay.
Chucky.
Oh my God!
Oh, look at that, John Gruden right there. Check it out. John Gruden got to do a new face of the league.
Remember the 40-year-old Ted, the with the teddy bear?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh man, Teddy Ruxpin,
the 40-year-old virgin.
The 40-year-old virgin. The way
he was getting his chest hair.
Right. He was taking the chest hair off.
Here,
who's that? Mick Jagger?
I don't know who that is, but it looks a concert.
Eddie Van Halen, maybe? I don't know.
Michael Jackson.
That's Michael Jackson. Yeah, you can tell that's Michael. Yeah. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Samuel Jackson, or no, not Samuel Jackson. That's what's his name?
That's Matrix.
Matrix. Yeah, the Matrix. Yeah, that's right. Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah.
You remember back in the 90s? What's up?
What's happening?
No. Remember what's up? There you go.
Oh, for Martin. Oh, okay, Martin. Yeah.
No. That was a commercial from Scary Movie.
Yeah, the What's Up commercial. What's up? Yeah, that's right. That's right. Man. I forget that commercial. Yeah, that's right. That's a good one.
By the way,
I know Martin always used to say it a lot.
This should have been yesterday. Look, throwing the towel.
Right. Yeah. Mike Tyson.
And remember what Carter was talking about, the football player with gas, whatever?
Right.
There you go.
Oh, from the what you call it movie?
Pops.
Pops.
And my number one is
from Friday.
Damn.
From Friday, yeah. That's a good one.
By the way, look, this is
you got him on Tecmo Bowl?
Yeah, look, previewing Netflix streaming during Christmas Day. Buffering.
Right. Everybody was panicking, boys. Like, I'm not gonna be able to see the fight. Everybody chimed in. I was only able to see half of it.
I mean, to be honest with you, watching that fight, it kind of made you want to wish that you did miss that fight. Holy shit, you ain't missed nothing.
It was a waltz. It was what they call a waltz. It was like the old Pacquiao and Mayweather fight, basically.
But you know what's funny is nobody had that issue because Netflix, they also streamed the Tom Brady roast live. Nobody had that issue when they streamed
with the Tom Brady thing.
Yeah,
did they have as many viewerships though?
Yeah, probably not.
That's probably why, because you got so many people chiming in all at once, flooding into that central hub, and it's kind of slowing things down. They didn't open up their bandwidth to accommodate millions.
They got football games coming up. They got some football games coming up too now.
for next season.
for this season.
What, college?
No, NFL. They're gonna be streaming live NFL games exclusively on Netflix.
When, in December? In
I
December?
think Christmas game. They got a Christmas game.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Netflix was able to get anything for this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get it straightened out because there's gonna be a lot of angry fans.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's only limited games anyway. It's only like 3 games on Christmas, the most. So they should be able to handle the bandwidth. Granted, 3 games, and then how many people are going to be watching football on Christmas versus boxing of a 58-year-old man against a guy that's half his age?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I guess a lot of people like seeing train wrecks.
Yeah.
That's the
Dude,
thing.
why do you think Jerry Springer was such a highly rated show back in the day? Come on, man.
Right, exactly. People love the train wrecks. So hence the Tyson fight they thought was a train wreck. It's like, let me tune into this train wreck. Broke the freaking network. But they got it. It was nice entertainment. I looked at it. I was like, look at this. They got together in the middle and hugged it out, and he bowed down to him in reverence to his greatness. And I'm like, look at this.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, listen, man. I tell you what. Whatever medication Tyson is on, you need to prescribe it to a lot of people.
Yeah, he does. It's phenomenal how he can stand up there for how many minutes? Holy cow. And boxing is not a sport where you can't be out of shape. You got to be in shape to do that thing, to box.
You know what's funny is
constantly moving around.
They were showing like like the all 22 whatever. There were some people saying, I saw people footage. They said there was times where if Mike Tyson was a younger man, he would have. They showed that like he had Jake Paul was open, and Tyson would have knocked him out.
It would have been over. Yeah, they said the match would have been already over. Yep, they were saying that doing a younger version of himself would have took advantage of what Paul was doing, and he would have been on the canvas. Yeah. The old Mike would have already finished him off. Yep. That's how you could tell that Mike wasn't himself.
Mm-hmm.
Because even him couldn't take advantage of what he used to do 30 years ago,
Yeah, Mike Tyson was more defensive. Mike, young Mike would have just came in there.
Yeah, he was all offense. Yeah, he was all off. Matter of fact, I don't think he had any defense back in 30 years ago. He was all offense. Now he obviously, because of his age, he's got to be more defensive and strategic.
Mm-hmm.
It's about avoiding hits as much as possible, more than just overpowering your opponent with speed and power, and taking them out. But yeah, Jake Paul was like, he didn't fight a younger Tyson. He said, yeah, I beat Mike Tyson, goddammit. At least now he can go and tell all his grandkids that he beaten the likes of Mike Tyson.
Fuck it, man. I tell you what, man.
He has that going for him from now on, forever. He can say he beat Iron Mike.
I'll tell you what. All right, then. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? 20 years from now, I'm gonna go into that 20 years, 30 years from now, I'm gonna go into a nursing home, right?
Right.
And have sex with Halle Berry. That way I can tell people I had sex with Halle Berry.
Exactly, Shake. That's the deal. Right. You always have that on your resume.
Yeah.
And then you can say you could go in another nursing home and challenge Ric Flair to a fight and say you beat none other than the Nature Boy.
Oh yeah.
In the wrestling match.
No, actually, I'll wait till he's in his grave, and then I'm like, and then stand over and pin him. I'm like, I pinned him fair and square. He didn't move.
He didn't move at all. You didn't even. You could say he didn't even put up a fight.
Nope. And then I'll go to another. I'll go to another nursing home, and I said I had Tara Banks too.
Yeah. I tell Banks, you know.
and
Oh
Vivica
yeah,
Fox and all these other chicks.
Vanessa Williams. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm going out. I got them all lined up in all the nursing homes. Like yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
Cindy Crawford, Brooke Shields, all those girls. You
Oh
name it.
yeah. Brooke Shields.
So what they
Did
had
she
to
ever?
mention?
Was her and Michael Jackson ever officially married,
Uh-huh.
or that was more like a, you know, a publicity stunt? Did anybody ever find the records, the actual, like with him and Lisa Marie? Oh, that's
Relies
CCR.
solely on defense, could be knocked out worse at any moment. Reminds me of QB1. I know. Damn CCR.
Level CCR. God damn. Wow. He said it reminds me of a QB1. I know. Right, solely on defense. Oh damn. that played right into it.
We're about to wrap
What
this
you
up.
think?
We got another episode
Yeah.
of Insomnia on the books. Next week
It's
we
been
need to
great.
play. Next week
We got a Thanksgiving episode in 2 weeks.
What's up, Green
Week
Rat?
after next, we'll be airing live Thanksgiving. We're coming to you with pina coladas, eggnog, spiked eggnog, vodka, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, cranberry stuffing, and the like.
So no, actually, not this weekend. Next week. It's not this week. It's next week. It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
This
right. That's what I'm saying. A couple of weeks.
This week, yeah. Look, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have some moonshine eggnog and a bologna and cheese turkey sandwich for my Thanksgiving special.
Bologna and turkey. Oh, damn. That's a new one on me.
Turkey bologna with some Kraft singles.
What about
only the best?
Okay. What about barbecue horse ankles?
Huh? That's Christmas.
Barbecue horse ankles.
That's Christmas.
Oh, it's Christmas. All right.
With some horse intestine.
And we have some apple cider vinegar on the side.
Yeah, with the horse intestine.
But Nene, yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure we get Nene up here.
We need some protein.
Exactly.
So, thank you for coming up as well.
Nice and served.
Appreciate everybody. How do you pronounce that name? How would you say? How would you pronounce that? Crypto.
Jafango.
Thank you for coming in, Liz. Thank you.
Yeah.
Make sure you hit the like button, man. Next week is Miami versus Buffalo in a Pick'ems challenge.
Yeah, Pick'ems challenge. Yeah.
So
Green Rat said the fight was scripted. Green Rat, every boxing match is scripted. What do you mean? Yeah, Green Rat. They all
By the way,
are.
shout out to Green Rat. He was Green Rat was second in command. He was my lieutenant on the Noah's Ark. Green Rat was my lieutenant. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That's right.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Now me and Green Rat gotta watch him ball in fucking Washington.
Mm-hmm.
So
damn. There we go.
So with that being said, man, fins up everybody. We appreciate
fins up everybody.
And see y'all tomorrow at the calling the game. We out this business.
Oh, yeah.
Peace.
Oh yeah.